How to make ghee. Ghee is an ideal cooking oil as it doesn't burn unless you heat it excessively. It is used instead of butter and it keeps without refrigeration. People who are allergic to dairy products and unable to enjoy butter can sometimes tolerate ghee. Commercial ghee, as you can see here, you can get in a food store, in a health food store, or Indian grocery store. But it's much easier and much cheaper. It's a third of a price to make ghee on your own. If you're cooking it on your own, the cooking time is about 40 to 50 minutes. What do you need? 1 pound of unsalted butter. This is important, not salted, unsalted butter. Flame diffuser, stainless steel pot, and you do not need the lid of it. I'm going to take it now. And a timer. This is what we need. Put this away. So it's best to use a heavy saucepan, preferably stainless steel. Okay, I'm going to turn this on. Low, medium heat. I already cut the butter because I knew the size of my pot. Put that right in. Okay, and now I'm going to allow the butter to melt. I never cover it, okay? As I said, this is about low, medium heat. And as I said, it's best to use flame diffuser if possible, because what happens is will prevent the butter from burning, okay? So what will happen after the butter will melt, there will be a foam of milk solids that will rise to the surface. Do not skim off that foam or never stir it, okay? You're going to wait for 30 minutes before we look at it again. So I'm going to put the timer for 30 minutes. Let's do a little faster here. Okay. So after 30 minutes, I'm going to wait and I'll get back to you and I'll show you what happens. And this is the time that we need to start looking at the ghee and watch it more carefully. So now it's about 26 minutes and I want to show you what's happening. The milk solids are, the foam is up on the surface and some of it's starting to settle down, but I wanted you to see it. Okay, so what do you see here is the milk solids. You do not skim it off. We're going to keep going. Maybe in another 3 or 5 minutes, we'll start to see that it's getting settled at the bottom. And what we want to do is just watch it more every few minutes. And then there will be a point that the bottom will turn a light tan color and will have a liquid that becomes very clear and golden. And this is the ghee. So then we'll turn it off, wait for it to cool, and then we will strain the ghee. So still wait and I'll get back to you, let's say in about 5 minutes, and let's see where we are at. But usually the process takes about 40 to 50 minutes. So it's been about 45 minutes, so you have to have patience. After 30 minutes, you want to just peek in every 5 minutes or so. And I'm going to show how it looks like now. Turn the heat off. There's still a little bit foam, not much, but you can see, can you see the golden color? That is the ghee. Okay? So, what we do now, we want to now pour it. So usually I have my little container here that I use, glass, that I pour it in with a little very fine mesh. But I wanted you to see it better, so I'm going to do it in a little bit bigger glass bowl. But if you don't have a fine mesh strainer, you can use a regular one, and all you do is just put inside coffee filter. You might want to put 2 because it might break the paper because of the warm ghee. Okay, so here, try to do it here so you can see the nice gold. Okay, and I'm going to show you. Let me just put this in the sink. Do you see how in the bottom you see the settled of the milk solids and they become very brown? Okay, so we don't want that. Okay, so this is good. This little foam is just fine. And now what we do, I'm going to let it cool. So after the ghee is done and it's cooled, you want to keep it covered, but do not cover it beforehand because there will be a condensation and it will cause the ghee then to become moldy. Okay, so you do not want any, if you use a spoon, never use a wet spoon, or don't allow any water to come in touch with that. As I said, that will create a condition for bacteria to grow and spoil the ghee. If you overcook the ghee, which sometimes happened to me, what happens, the ghee will burn a little bit. It has a nutty smell, and the color will be brown and not yellow, but still you can use it, okay, if you didn't burn it excessively. So this is how you make your own ghee.